Are you ready to mix it up?
I'm ready to mix it up. Okay. What are we talking about?
Let's go. Well, let's start with this first one. You ready?
Ready.
So the NHL, folks, is coming out with a reality show later this year. So it's very similar to the Formula One racing series Drive to Survive. Some of you may know that show. So it's going to follow Stanley Cup finalist Connor McDavid of the Edmonton Oilers and Matthew Tkachuk of the Florida Panthers and more. Hollywood, is this a smart tactic to not only attract new fans, maybe more female fans and broaden the base?
So here's my take on reality shows, right?
Yes.
I'm someone who believes that I deserve my own. So I support them getting a reality show. I don't think it's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Like, reality shows have made regular wives of rich men or famous people, celebrities in their own right.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that hockey probably needs like a resurgence, a rebranding. So this could be a great way to do that.
Ooh. What's that?
Okay. What do you think?
What do you think?
Well, you know what? I'm of the opposite. I don't think this is a good idea because I love a good reality show and I love a messy housewife. But here's the deal. That is going to be a liability for a top seed player who's playing for a team. It's going to be a problem. If your wife says something horrible on a reality show, guess what? That's going to be the question I'm going to ask you post-game. You don't need that kind of drama. So I'm not really here for it, but I'll tell you what. During the pandemic, I was anchoring the news at CTV News Channel, and people were like, how'd you get through it? And I'm like, the real answer? Prayer, first of all.
Jesus.
Yeah, a little bit of Jesus juice to go with it. And also not hockey, but sports documentaries. Because I wanted to watch something where there was a happy ending, where there was nobody dying, there was nothing bad happening. And that's how I ended up falling in love with The Last Dance, the one about Michael Jordan.
Love.
Really
Incredible documentary.
Right? And then there was a new one, the newest one that I really like, the one with Ryan Reynolds. You know how he has this new soccer team?
Yeah.
Welcome to Wrexham.
Yeah.
That was brilliant because you know what? What it does is it draws you in. Think about when you watch the Olympics. Everybody likes watching the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes they're talking about an event where you're like, I don't know what a biathlon is. By the way, it's cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. So how do you get someone to care? Well, they have these 2 to 4 minute pieces about the athlete. So now you watch their whole backstory and you see how they got through all their adversity. And at the end, you find yourself crying and jumping in your own living room going, come on, come on and win, right? So I think it's a good idea to get people invested, whether you're a sports fan or not.
But doesn't the Formula One show, I haven't seen it, but everyone loves it.
It's really smoking hot.
Doesn't it kind of do that? Exactly what you're saying?
Yeah, draws you in, giving you backstory.
For hockey?
That's what I think. I feel like the same thing you're describing can be done through a reality show. Like, I think about somebody like Nene Leakes who took her 15 minutes and has stretched it out to a full feature film. She's done theater, TV shows, you know what I mean? And I feel like it could do the same thing for these hockey players because I don't know much about hockey.
And to be fair, it could be attracting new viewers like you.
Exactly.
It could be bringing people in. The only question I have is, does it matter that it's a team sport versus, let's say, individual sports? So the Formula One series is, it's a team, but it's one driver who's sort of the focus, or the manager of the team that's the focus. Hockey culture, as we all know, is a very tight culture. Yeah. So that culture is not about it's not basketball. It's not one star gets to go out and showboat and I'm the star of this team. No, that is not hockey.
Right.
Hockey is a team sport. Look at the biggest stars that we have in hockey. You've got Sidney Crosby, you've got Connor McDavid, even Connor Bedard. You know what I know about them? Nothing. You know why? Because, and I say this with respect, they're boring. I say it with respect. They do it on purpose. They don't want to be the star of the team. Their skills they show on the ice.
But I mean,
so I think this is going to upset team dynamics.
Think about it like this, like basketball, all sports were like that until the Lakers decided to make basketball a spectacle. And from then they started getting like these big franchise players. So why can't the same thing happen for hockey?
I totally agree with you. Yeah. And I don't think it's bad to be boring, but the ones that I've watched where it's about the whole team, about like the soccer ones, you know what, they show you all of the hard work, they show you the back history. So I think, again, if you have the backstory on someone, all of a sudden you humanize them and they're not as boring. You're like, oh, this is why you're so quiet. Because I understand that you've been doing this since you were 9 and this all makes sense to me. So I think it's a brilliant idea. I think other sports like curling, there's a lot of sports that we don't talk about as much. I don't know if hockey needs it, but there are other sports that could do with a little bit of...
Where did curling come from?
Well, I'm thinking of a sport that I'm like, how many people here are huge curling fans?
A 10-part documentary.
They need a documentary.
Coming to your screen soon.
Yeah.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.